Well, hello there. I'm Ketonius GG, and normally I would love this start. We've got a beautiful 4-2 spice tile. We've got 2-2 tiles up the wazoo. But this is no normal game. No, no. Today we're playing a one city challenge with Yongle, and it's no normal one city challenge at that. Nay, this is game one of two one city challenge games, both as Yongle. The first of which is just going to be a plain old one city challenge. And then, after that, we're going to go ahead and install a mod that allows for some bonuses for tall play. And we'll play a second game with that mod, and we will see how much of a difference that mod makes. And I have a feeling it's going to be a pretty big one. Now, before we get into this starting location, let's take a look at Yongle. I have played a game as him recently, but I don't know if this video is going to go up first or the other one. So, first of all, China. Eureka's and inspirations give us 50% of civics and techs instead of 40, and every time we build a wonder, we get a random Eureka and inspiration. Now, Yonglei's abilities. These are pretty awesome. All cities, aka our capital, because that's the only city that we're going to have, get projects where they can convert 50% of their production to food or faith, or 100% of their production into gold. Cities with 10 or more pop get +2 gold, +1 science, and +1 culture per turn for each population in the city. We are going to try to build a very large capital if we can help it. Then we get the Crouching Tiger, which gives extra range strength over a crossbow, so it gets 50 instead of the usual 40 of a crossbow. And then we get Great Walls, which give us golden culture, but we're probably not going to be building very many of these, seeing as how our number of tiles we can work is going to be very, very limited, and we're going to need all the tiles we can possibly get. Now, for a one city challenge, mountains we don't particularly like. Coast we definitely don't like. If this were a typical game, I'd probably go right here and settle, get myself this beautiful 4-2 tile, nice spot for a +3 harbor. But as I said, this is no ordinary game, so we're going to have to go on a little trek into the unknown and see what we can find. We need a better spot to settle. That's that's all there is to it. We need to be able to work all
The
land
city
tiles
seemed
around
to
us.
roll back
Ooh,
upon itself.
Mount Vesuvius. How about that? This gives us +1 production to adjacent tiles, and it gives extra yields to adjacent tiles, but large population. Oh, ooh, large population loss. I don't like that. That might be a little bit rough for a one city challenge. Oh man, and this is also coast. This is not a lake. Okay, well, this is interesting. I might go back and settle right here. We might have a fun little coastal one city challenge, and it might be the worst thing I have ever done to myself. We do have a continent split, so that's kind of nice. Yeah, we don't want to be too close to Vesuvius, so you know what? We're going to go over here. Oh, this is going to be an interesting game. This is going to be very, very interesting. All right, turn 5, settle. It's a little bit late, but that's okay because we've got a nice 4-2 tile we can work right off the bat. And we're going to want to start with astrology because we most certainly want a religion. We're going to get ourselves a scout first thing and go find what's out here. All right, we've got ourselves a scout. Now let's go get ahead and get us. Oh, wait, we can't get a settler. Oh, what a game this is going to be. Let's get a monument. My first tribal village, and it's got bronze working. You know what? We'll take that. Here's the city-state. Oh, I was really hoping for Auckland. But alas, Buenos Aires. Alrighty, there's astrology. Unfortunately, we don't really have anywhere we can actually put a holy site because we don't know how to chop stuff yet. But what we can do is go ahead and purchase this tile, pop it down for +1. And I think that is what we're going to have to do. So, monument, I would like you. I'm going to finish my holy site first. I really want to get first religion here. And then we're going to go ahead and go for mining. I want to be able to chop woods. I want to be able to chop rainforest. What I would really, really like to do is get hanging gardens for the extra growth rate. But I don't really have places next to a river that I guess I can put it here. So maybe I start going for that. You know what? Yeah, we're going to go pottery first. Then maybe I'll get mining. Ooh, there's Kumasi. Now, they're actually pretty nice. If I can get them on side, trader as the city states give +2 culture and +1 gold for every specialty district in the origin city. The capital is going to have a lot. And I do mean a lot of specialty districts. There is Macedon. Thank goodness for all the mountains and the city state right here in betwixt us. So he can't get to me. There's Code of Laws. We're going to go Discipline, and we're going to go for God King to get our Pantheon. And we're going to work on Craftsmanship. We want to be able to get our Government Plaza reasonably quickly if we can help it. And look at that. It's Gilgabro. Hello, Gilgabro. I would love to know where you're at. And let's be friends. Ooh, there's Fez. Now, they could give me a nice science boost when I convert cities for the first time. 20 science per population. That sounds pretty nice. Ooh, Molly's in the game. That is actually very nice. Later on, we could steal a lot of gold for them. You know what? They're -7. There's no reason to send him a delegation. That's not going to do anything for me. But I will absolutely accept Gilgabrow's delegation. Thank you very much, good sir. Okay, so I've got my holy site. I've got my monument. And currently, somebody is just barely beating me to a great profit. And I've got a couple of options here. I could try to get Stonehenge. That might be a little bit difficult. It'd be a turn 41 Stonehenge. Oftentimes the AI will get it out before then. My other option would be to build a shrine to get the extra profit point per turn, or just start spamming holy site prayers to get my profit done quicker. And you know what? I think that's what I'm going to do. Oh, looks like Vesuvius is blowing up. 5 tiles fertilized. Man, those are going to be nice tiles. I just don't want to get killed by it. Also, I did find another goody hut here. Oh, okay. I mean, I was going to get that anyway, but sure. And you know what? 3.6 faith per turn. We probably don't need God King anymore. I'd rather go urban planning. Let's do that. Alrighty, well, now we can go straight for state workforce. It's Pantheon time, and I only have one thing to say, and that is, you have got to be kidding me. They took the builder Pantheon that comes with the 10% extra growth rate. The AI literally never chooses that one. Ever. And they took it. That's all I wanted in this game. That was all I wanted. Ugh. Well, we've got a few other options, but I think the best one for me might be River Goddess. Extra 2 amenities, 2 housing in the city. Believe it or not, that is going to come in handy, especially getting that 2 housing right now, since we're about to be short on housing. Another goody hut. Ooh! Ooh, a relic. That would have been nice, a few turns ago, but I am not complaining. That is actually fantastic. I love that very much. That gives us a lot more faith already. No religions have gone yet. We are 12 points away. We're going to do one more 2-turn holy site prayer and just hope and pray that nobody builds Stonehenge and beats me to it, which they probably will. They probably will. State workforce. Alrighty. We are going to put in Corvée right now. And we're going to leave discipline in because here in just a couple turns, we're going to be building hanging gardens. And as far as civics go, we just want to get to political philosophy as quickly as we can. And it is governor time now. There's no point really in getting a Mani since I don't have an envoy with anybody and I can't get suzerainty. So we're just going to start out with Kingala. He is going to be our governor in Beijing the entirety of the game. Oh, Stonehenge just got built the very turn. The very turn that I finished my profit. Oh, please tell me you can build it this. Oh, no! No. So help me if they take Feed the World, I'm going to lose my mind. Literally just built it this very turn. Please don't. Please don't take Feed the World from me. I'm begging you. All right, let's see. What did they take? They haven't found it. Okay, so whoever built Stonehenge hasn't founded their religion. Yay! Thank goodness. And what else would we be going for today other than the tried and true? Feed the world, 3 more food, 2 more housing from a shrine and a temple, which means total of 6 food, 4 housing in my city, thanks to my glorious religion. Now we've got a lot of good options here. At some point in the game, we are likely going to go for cross-cultural dialogue or world church, since these scale off of population and I can spread my religion to other people, which is a good way in a 1-city challenge to be able to get science and culture, since I obviously cannot build more cities to get those. My worship building, I'm not too worried about right now. But this I do care about, and I think I'm actually going to go Holy Order. I know I choose this one all the time, but I'm not going to have all that much faith since I only have 1 city, and so the cheaper I can get my missionaries and apostles to be, the better it's going to be for me, especially right off the bat right now. If they're just cheap from the beginning, then it's easier for me to evangelize my religion and get to my other beliefs quicker. First religion in the world. Another goody hut. Mason. Okay. Okay. My builder's going to be done in 2 turns, and I was going to boost that by getting that stone worked. And look at all this space down here. Oh, it's so sad. And there's chocolate hills right here. Build a nice little preserve and work those. It's really a bummer that it's a 1 city challenge today. And 40 gold. There's irrigation. There's a builder. We'll go ahead and place the hanging gardens. There's Laventa. Here's my first luxury. And there's Bolivar. Where are you, buddy? Sure, let's find out where you're at. Let's see, he is, oh, right over here. Perfect, he's far away. I mean, that doesn't mean he can't find me because he's Bolivar and he has insane amounts of movement, but still very good to know. Here's my second improvement, boom. Now that tile is even better. Okay, I would love to get my campus going. However, we're gonna need a harbor in order to do anything with this city since we're on the coast. So that is what we're going to do. Here's another goody hut. Governor title. Ooh, governor title. It's actually pretty useful. We're going to go straight for connoisseur. Get our culture up. That should literally double our culture from 5 to 10, 5.1 to 10.9, more than doubled. Classical era. Macedon's gone dark. Everybody else is golden. And what do we want? Honestly, I would love to spread a little bit, but I have a feeling we're not going to be able to spread our religion all that much, so it might be better to just go for free inquiry. Another governor title, and we're going to immediately go for researcher. And now that will more than double my science. 5.7 goes to 12.6. Oh my goodness. Well, my warrior just died, who was exploring. He got killed by barbs, and now my scout is going to die as well. Okay, there's another luxury, so now my city is happy. That's nice. Hey, well, we've got pretty good early game culture. 3 turns for political philosophy. I usually don't get it that quick. That's nice. And we're going to hang on to this envoy until we can double it up with diplomatic league. I'm going to do a little bit of wheeling and dealing here, too. I'm going to take 158 gold from Mali for my silver. That takes my city out of happiness, which was giving me plus 10% yields. But now, 71 gold. I get 2 more luxuries. Back to happy. Hey, oh, we did it. Hanging Gardens, 2 more housing in the city, and plus 15% growth in all cities, aka just this city, because this is the only city we're building this game. But this is going to be huge. Once we start working our Lija project, we'll have the plus 15% from this. It's going to be fantastic. And we just boosted archery and military tradition. Very nice, because don't forget, as China, we get random eurekas and inspirations when we build a wonder. Here's political philosophy. We're going to go for classical republic, get that 15% extra 8 person points, and more importantly, 1 housing and 1 amenity in my city. Now, what do we want to do? First of all, we'll go Ilkum to get 30% production toward my builder. I guess we can go urban planning. It's really not that helpful, but it's better than nothing. Definitely diplomatic league. And honestly, we're just going to double up on envoys and go charismatic leader for now. Now the question is, do we want Fez? Do we want Kumasi? I think we want Fez first. The sooner we can get Fez, the better. So we can start getting those science boosts. If I want a heavy chariot, I can do that eventually, but we're going to do this. 2 envoys in there, that's extra science in my capital as well. And now we're going to go toward theology, get that so we can get a temple going. Speaking of, let's go ahead and purchase our shrine really quickly. 3 extra food. The city should grow quite a bit faster now. We want to get to 10 pop as quickly as we can, but we're also still trying to build districts and stuff. I know I could do the Lija food project. All right, government plaza is done. Next district we want is the harbor. But for now, the only one that makes sense, since we're not going to be conquering cities or building settlers, we are going to want the audience chamber, 2 amenities and 4 housing in cities with governors, aka this city, and another governor title. I would love to get grants on Pingala. The thing is, I'm not getting any great people points, so I'm not in a hurry to get that in the slightest. What I would rather do is get Amani and send her on over to Fez. I'm also going to buy myself a missionary and go start spreading the good word to the surrounding areas. Alright, this may or may not be a good idea. My city's at 4 amenities, so losing 1 isn't going to hurt me at all. I'm going to go ahead and sell my spices. And that is going to allow me to purchase this tile really quickly. And boom. There we go. Celestial Nav. Thank you very much. And now I can immediately slap down my harbor. And all the trade routes available are absolute pants. So we're not going to worry about those just yet. Heyo, there's Fez. Now, every time we convert a city to our religion, we get 20 science per population in the city. Which means if I can get Kamasi converted, it'd be 140 science right there. So that is where I'm going to head. When did I meet Chingetti? Oh my. Okay. We want Chingetti. We definitely want Chingetti on side. And I can do that immediately. Actually, I have 2 envoys. So boom. First suzerain, thank you very much. Because what they do is make it so trade routes receive +1 faith for every follower in this city of your founded or majority religion. And when it says in this city, it's talking about the origin city. I don't know why it says it like that. It's talking about the origin city, aka Beijing, which means, can I get a trade route over to Chingetti? I don't think so. But later on, when I have a ton of population and they all follow my religion, even right now, a trade route would give me 6 faith per turn, which is pretty awesome. And there's the Ottomans. Okay, where did you pop up, little guy? All right, right there. There are 2 more people I haven't met. He doesn't particularly like me, but he doesn't hate me. So we can go ahead and get open borders with him. There we go. I mean, do I really want it? Do I really care? I mean, it'd be nice. It'd be nice to have people as my friends, so I don't have to worry about them. I am going to buy myself a trader really quickly because I'm going to send it over here to Fez. What that's going to do is put a trading post here, and then later on I'll be able to reach Chingetti because of that trading post, which will give me another envoy with them and just help me keep them on side. Also, check this out. Okay, 6 pop in this city. I've got Fez, which means 20 science per pop in the city. It's not how many population you convert, it's just how many are in the city total, as long as it becomes the majority religion in the city. So 6 times 20, that's going to be 120 science. That is more than 6 turns worth. That is absolutely crazy. So that should easily, yeah, that'll knock out horseback riding immediately. So let's just boom. Thank you very much. Now we can go ahead and work on currency. That'll be boosted next turn when I get that trade route sent. Oh, amazing. Audience chamber done, and now we've got extra housing, we've got extra amenities in the city. I really just want to run Lija, but I want to build my harbor. You know what? No, we're going to run Lija. We're going to get food. We're going to get up to 10 pop as quickly as we possibly can. Okay, at this point, I'm going to get grants on Pingala. And then we're going to start working toward Puppeteer and Amani. That's going to be super useful later on. And check this out. We've already got 6 faith on these routes. Also, if we can get Kamasi on side, we'll get more gold and more culture for these trade routes. So definitely my trade routes are going to be going to city-states this game. First one's going to Fez so we can get that trading post and make it to Chingetti for the next one. Here's another 40 science for spreading my religion. Oh, Fez is so good, especially early game. And we're going to work on apprenticeship. I want to get that going. All right, Kamasi, come on. Yes. This will give me 140 for converting Kamasi. Perfect. Okay. So that, oh my, that is amazing. Somebody took Chingetti. Who is it? Man Samusa. I might have to kill him later. I know I can't keep his cities, but I can burn him to the ground. And I might. If he keeps pissing me off all game, and I just might. By the way, check this out. 33 food per turn. 17 of that coming from Lija. We get an extra 35% basically. 20% from amenities, and then the 15 from Hanging Gardens. I don't know why it puts that in the amenities category, but whatever. So now we're growing to 9 pop in 2 turns, and we'll get to 10 pop pretty quickly. Let's get mathematics boosted a little bit closer. Very nice. Quick little chop here. Boom. 10 pop, baby. 10 pop in my city. And that means we go from 22 science and 19 culture. Or did that already update? Let's see. It did not. To 37 science, 35 culture. And we now have 40 gold turn. Thank you so very much. 20 of that from our population. Now we can switch off of the Lija project and immediately start building our harbor. Right, time to boost apprenticeship. My number 1, my number 2. And apparently I already had oh, I did. Oh, I forgot about the silver. Perfect. Well, here's my number 3 for good measure. Let's just hope Mount Vesuvius does not blow up and kill my population. Alright, land surveyors is out. It's crazy, having only one city, you really don't use the policy cards as much as you normally would. Like, none of these are all that helpful for me. I'm thinking maybe just 2 gold per turn or the 1 faith. Let's go with the 1 faith. That sounds great. There's mathematics. And now, we really want both the Diplo Quarter and an industrial zone. Alright, okay, we're going industrial zone. I know I probably should have done Diplo Quarter, but I really want the industrial zone. Actually might be able to get Boulevard to be my friend if we get open borders. Let's do that. Check this out, by the way. We are in 3rd place on techs. I mean, really, we're tied for 2nd, 18 techs. I mean, everybody's pretty close, 17, 15, 13, 12. I mean, we're 6 techs ahead of Alexander. That's crazy. We're not doing too bad. 35 science per turn. Certainly not doing amazing, but we could be doing worse. We've got 3 turns left in the era. We need 4 more era scores. So this industrial zone will be a +4. So that'll give me 3 era score. And then finishing civil service is a new era. So that should give me 1. That should secure the golden age. So then the other thing I need to worry about is these city-state quests. I am going to get myself an archer right now. Actually, let me just make sure. Yep, I've got diplomatic league in the government. So we're going to purchase an archer. Boom. There's 2 envoys with Kamasi. I'm going to go get that really quick, which will give me a heavy chariot. Unfortunately, it'll take me 5 turns to get there, which means the era will be over, and Fez won't get another quest for next era. There it is, +3 for my industrial zone. There's civil service. Also, going to buy myself a temple. I guess the question is whether I buy it now or whether I want to buy myself a heavy chariot to get Fez, the envoy, before the era ends. And you know what I think I do? I think I do want that envoy. Envoys are going to be extremely valuable for me. So, yeah, we're going to buy the heavy chariot, and then we'll buy the temple as soon as we can. Alrighty, that is the golden age secured. Honestly, I think the most value here is going to be Exodus, because I am going to buy some apostles in order to evangelize. That way they'll have 2 extra charges. I can use those charges to convert other cities, which will give me science from Fez, and then I can come back and evangelize. So that is what we're going to do. There's Mausoleum. Every time I get an engineer, they'll have 1 extra charge, and believe it or not, this will actually matter this game. +1 science, +1 faith, and +1 culture on all coast tiles for this city. And eventually, we're going to be working quite a few of those. We were just working 2. Now it wants to work all 4 of them. I'm not sure how I feel about that if we just focus on food and production for now. There's divine right, which means monarchy. This is what I want right here, 50% influence points. Now the question is, what do we want to do? I think conscription makes sense. Retainers make sense. I might need that in a minute. I definitely think Gothic architecture makes sense because we're building Kilwa right now. And then these 2, of course, are going to stay put. Although that being said, I really don't need serfdom at this exact moment. So we're going to do that. We're going to go Republican Legacy. Well, I would love to save up and get Chinguetti back on side. For right now, I would rather have Kamasi. Now I have 4 specialty districts in my capital, which means I'm going to get 8 extra culture and 4 extra gold on this trade route here. Currently, it's getting 6 gold per turn. Take over Kamasi. Boom. And now it should be 10 gold and 8 culture, I believe. Yep. City wants to flip to me. And, ooh, okay. I've got 2 options here. So option number 1, I refuse the city, of course, and then I liberate it for some Diplo favor. Option number 2, I keep the city and I sell it back to Gilgabro for a lot of gold. So I don't actually have the city at all at any point. Like, I'm never going to click keep city. I feel like is in line with the spirit of the law here of this challenge. And honestly, the letter as well. I mean, I'm not keeping the city at any point. It's just a matter of whether I want the gold or whether I want the Diplo favor that could then turn into gold. Yeah, so believe it or not, none of the AI wants it. They all said they would only give me 1 gold for it, which is fair. So I'll just give it back to Gilgabro. And then this way, it doesn't count as refusing it. Because if you refuse it, what happens is the city is immune to loyalty pressure from your cities. So basically, he will be able to keep the city forever. But if I just sell it to him, I think it counts as me keeping it. So then it can just flip again, and I can just keep selling it to him over and over and take all the gold. 17 gold per turn. There you go, buddy. And yeah, now it's going to rebel again in 5 turns. This is genius. By the way, here is the workshop. That's 3 more production in my city, as well as 2 more engineer points every turn. That'll boost me up to 4. Oh, hey, and there's Vietnam. More science from Fez. Thank you very much. Man, Fez is carrying me through this game. I'm telling you, Vietnam's in first. I'm only 3 techs behind first place. That's crazy. Go ahead and evangelize. And the question is, what do we want? And I think the answer is fairly easy, actually. Like I said earlier, it's either world church, not church, or cross-cultural dialogue. And I am going for a science victory here, so I think it makes sense to just go cross-cultural dialogue. 50.6 science per turn. Do that. 67. Nice. 17 from beliefs. Because I have been spreading all over. Gilgabro has his own prophet, but he hasn't used him. He's just sitting there. So I'm just going to keep spreading to him while I can. Alexander does not, so I'm spreading to him. Ottomans do not, so I'm going to keep spreading to them. I've got a couple missionaries on their way. And let's evangelize one more time. Now the question is, what do we want? Honestly, I think we want mosques. Extra science would be nice. Extra food and housing would be nice. Extra amenity would be nice. Pretty much anyone would be good. But honestly, I don't see why we wouldn't just do a mosque, get some extra spreads, since we are actively spreading to everybody that we can and getting a lot of science from it through Fez. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Here goes 120 more science from Fez. Oh gosh, I love them so much. They are so insanely helpful. I mean, my science per turn is okay, right? Like 68. I'm right in the middle of the pack on that, but I'm in second place because Fez has been just boosting me through all the packs. Speaking of 120 more, oh my gosh. Oh, I love it. I love it. And 120 more. We're gonna finish cartography in like 3 turns. It was supposed to be 13. Oh no. Oh no 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 no! Please, please, please no. Oh well, there's Kilwa, so that's good. This means 15% science in my capital, which is pretty awesome because I am the suzerain of a scientific city-state. And if I can get 2 or more scientific city-states, then it'll be up to 30%. Not to mention, depending on what suzerainty. Oh yeah, I have Kamasi. I forgot about that. So 15% culture in my capital as well. Super fantastic. 32.5 from population, so almost half my science, and 29.8 from population, so more than half of my culture. It's just coming from citizens. Please, please don't kill my citizens. 16 gold, 8 culture, 1 faith. That sounds brilliant. Oh, apparently Samarkand's in the game. Supposedly this storm is headed west. I really hope that's true. You can kill my fishing boats all you want. Just don't kill my population, please. I don't care about the World Congress, and I don't care about tomorrow. Just tell me what it's doing. I'm not showing you where my city is. Oh, it went over there. Okay, okay. Major drought. Where is that? Okay, don't care. 0 population lost. 1 tile damaged. Oh, yes. I can take that. And did anything gain fertility? No, that's fine. Okay. It just removed my fishing boat. I can totally live with that. Here's 140 more science. Boom. Mass production and 2 more turns on cartography. It's kind of weird with the one city challenge because there are a lot of boosts you can't get. Like you can't get 2 harbors, you can't get 2 universities. Just kind of weird. I won't be able to get 2 workshops. There's guilds, which means industrial zone adjacency plus 4 production. Ooh. Puppeteer. I can get puppeteer on Amani. If we do this, doubles the number of envoys. Thank you very much. Okay, now I have 12 in Fez, which I don't need. 6 would be more than enough. So that means I can move Amani over to Chinguetti and try to get them on side as quickly as I can. Yeah, that'll put me up to 8. Then I'll only be 1 away. Oh, yes. Yes. Boom. Oh, apparently I only have... Oh, that's right. Because I had the +2 on Amani because that's what she does. So I lost those +2, and then I lost the doubling. But that's okay. We're still our suzerain of Fez, and that's what we care about. There's my lighthouse chopped out, and now we can get the old Diplo Quarter. And I can't put it next to my city center. I would love to, but there's nowhere to do so. The extra envoys, we'll just put it here. 120 more science, anyone? Boom. I feel like there have been so many 6-pop cities, it's kind of funny. But there we go. Now let's go industrialization as quickly as we can. Uh-oh, Geneva's in the game. I mean, they're dead, but they are in the game. If I could go liberate them at some point, that would be insanely valuable for me. That would be plus 15% science in my civilization. I don't think it applies to the 20 from beliefs, but anyways, plus 15% science in my capital, not to mention an extra plus 15% from Kilwa, because I've already got Fez. Ooh. Yes. Please give me another trade route. Please. Yes. Another trade route. Oh, there's Mitla, another scientific city-state. Very good. And, ooh. 15% growth rate in cities with a campus, which my capital will have very soon. Okay, they are suddenly a priority to get on side. Oh, looks like Venice is in the game too. And they give +1 gold for each luxury resource of the destination on foreign trade routes. That's okay. Heyo, we got Chinguetti, 58 faith per turn now, and that's going to go way, 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 way up once I get my other traders going. Yeah, look at that, already 13 faith from my one outgoing trade route. Unfortunately, Gilgabro has learned his lesson, and there's nothing he's willing to trade for Nipper. Get it back. I could just give it to somebody. I already checked. Nobody else wants it. They'll only give me 1 gold, but I could just give it to them. Although, if they only value it at 1 gold, maybe that won't do anything. Yeah, you know what? You know what? We're just going to refuse it. Here's Mitla, though. 180 science. Boom. And 2 envoys with them because I had Diplomatic League in. And actually, I can put 4 more in there. Take them over. I won't get 15% growth in my city because I don't have a campus yet, but I will very soon. But what I will get is 15% extra science in my city, so I'm at 90 right now. We confirm that. What's it up to 96? Okay, so that wasn't amazing. There you go. There's Colossus. 1 extra trade route capacity. Okay, so now I have 4 available trade routes. And I got 1 trade route for free. Oh, and I can send it straight to Samarkand. Look at these routes. 17 gold, 10 culture, 13 faith. That's beautiful. And I'm not even suzerain of them, so eventually I could get 2 food, 2 production from it as well. But I'm definitely going to send that over. I want to get that envoy before the era is over. I can just quickly get myself 2 more traders, and that should fill my capacity, and I can send out a couple more trade routes. Look at these delightful trade routes. 2 food, 2 production, 16 gold, a science, 10 culture, 13 faith. Oh, they're so good. Another governor title, and we're at the point where they don't really matter so much, but I will take space initiative, because eventually I'm going to need that. 2 more 6 charge missionaries before the era ends, and it shall end next turn. Alrighty, Gilgabro, can you please go into something other than a Dark Age? For once, I want my neighbors to not be in a Dark Age, because I'm sick and tired of this city not flipping back to him. Anyway, though, it is time for dedication. It's between Exodus and Reform the Coinage. I would love the extra spreads, but the thing is, I've already converted. I mean, I've got quite a bit to do, but I've got 4 6-charge missionaries on their way over here. So that'll help a lot. And then I do have a couple cities down here, I guess. I could go try to convert some other civs and like wipe out another religion or something. Maybe that's not a bad idea. Maybe I try to go push for a religious victory or something. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? This is going to be barely any gold per turn. Not being able to get plundered would be nice, but once I get this city, it won't be useful anymore. So we're actually going to go Exodus again. All right, let's liberate a city, shall we? Shall we? Yes. Okay. No, I'm not keeping it. I'm liberating it. Thank you very much. Whole bunch of Diplo favor. Finally going to be friends with Mali, although we're not going to be allies because I still want to send spies to his land. There's a bit more science. Boom. Industrialization. I do not have coal. That sucks. Please tell me I have some close by. Please. Please. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 4th ring. 4th ring. Have we filled out the 3rd? We have. Okay. So there's a chance that this will go ahead and flip to getting that tile instead. So Isin just flipped to me, and check this out. This is apparently a very valuable city, which makes sense. It's got coal, it's got horses. Gilgabro really, really, really wants it. 225 gold, 1 gold per turn, and a relic, baby. So thank you, Gilgabro. I will take that. That is another relic for me. Now I have 2. And yeah, rebellion in 5 turns. Finally, the time has come that I can place down my beautiful +4 campus. More envoys. I just realized my city's not ecstatic anymore. That's a problem. That is a problem. But it's a problem that can be solved by sending 3 envoys into Buenos Aires, because I do have this stone improve, which will give me 1 extra amenity in my capital. Yep, let's do it. Boom. Now, I do understand how good Ruhr Valley and Oxford University are for 1 city challenges, but given the land that I have, there was no way I was going to do that. I mean, could I have made it happen? Sure, but I would have had to give up other things, and I don't know if the trade-off would have been worth it. So, honestly, I'm happy with what I did. Not going to get Oxford, not going to get Ruhr Valley, but it's fine. Also, there's the coal power plant, so now we've got power. We're up to 99.5 production in the city. You cannot work tiles outside the 3rd ring from your city. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't work this, but you most certainly can chop them. Boom. Now it's down to 2 turns. University's done, and that's 169 science per turn now. More food.
Let's get on our
More
knees.
food. Check this out. 128 food per turn. 70, almost 74 of that from lija. So we're gonna grow in just 2 turns now. Oh yeah. There's Isin again. Now let's see what it sells for this time. So, Gilgabro doesn't actually want the city back, but my good buddy Suleiman does for 38 gold per turn. He's in a normal age, so it'll probably flip. It may not. He might be able to hang on to it, but if he does, that's fine because I've got 38 gold per turn. And oh yeah, oh yep, it's gonna flip. Largest city in the world. 20 pop, baby. I can get myself an encampment, which I know I could have done at 19, but I was just getting my builder over there to actually chop that because I didn't want to waste a chop. All right, I'm showing you this because when it fails, you're going to know that it really was a 74% chance. I've gained sources. I've got a 74% chance. I'm not in the capital, so it's a lot less likely that they're counter spying here. So here we go. 1,000 gold. That would be amazing. Oh, ho, ho, ho. I intend to fight for my people. Don't you worry. Do not even worry, Alexander. Right after I gave him a little bit of gold, won my 2 Diplo victory points. Now I'm going to go ahead and declare war on him. Before I do that, though, here's where we're at. 40 techs. Vietnam's also on 40, but we've got almost 50 more science per turn, so we're doing pretty darn good. Culture, we are still leading. Honestly, 8 tourists, we could maybe win a culture victory. Yeah, I mean, nobody's got that much. Culture, 136 for her. That's not that much, but we're not going to this game. We also have the second biggest military, which is interesting. We've got by far the most cities converted, 37 to his 25, and then only 2 for Mali, 2 for Tamar, none for Mali. Hold on a second. He finally built his religion. Okay, I'm gonna go. He's got missionaries everywhere. No. That will ruin my science. I don't want that. I need apostles. Go get that out. He'll only give me 1 gold, so I'll just give it as a gift. Boom. Yep, 100 grievances. That's fine. Now let's see if we can't get my military ally in on this. Come on, Gilga Bro. Yeah. Yes. Gilga Bro. We've got our stuff in position here. All right, 21 damage to my Bombard Corps. More than I was hoping, but that's not bad at all because probably next turn those walls will be gone. And I've also got the pillage card in, by the way. Just pillaging away. There's some faith. Fortify up, take some science. Down goes Geneva. Finish him off. And very good. Let's liberate this bad boy. We're at 217 science. This honestly probably won't do that much for me because I've already got 2 scientific city states. But at the very least, it'll give me plus 15% science when I'm at peace with everyone. So actually, right now, it'll do very, very little. It will give me extra science in my library and university. 217, 233. Okay, so it did more than I thought. And I'm not even at peace with everybody yet. So that will be very helpful later on. Would you look at that? It actually worked. We stole over 1,100 gold from Mali. More pillaging, 219, very nice. Check out these trade routes now. 2 food, 3 production, 21 gold, 14 culture, and 20 faith. Oh, they're so good. Here's an archaeological museum. I just finished my theater square, bought myself an amphitheater. All right, so Gyogabro's the only taker on his city. So I'm just going to go ahead and give it back to him. All right, I'm sick and tired of this, Mali. Just stop. Just die. Yes. Yes. Haha, yes. His religion is gone. It is gone forever as long as he doesn't have any more missionaries out there to resurrect it. Let's take the city. Boom. Thank you very much. And I will not be keeping the city. I can't sell it like I sold the free cities without actually accepting it. All right, that looks pretty good to me. Okay, now I'll take peace. I'm giving him his city back. Finally got my merchant over to Venice, and I can just go boink, and that gives me up to 18. But now, I take it over. That'll give me 15% gold in my capital. 218 goes to 254, baby. And now I've eradicated Gilgamesh's religion. So we've got my religion, which is in 38 cities. Eastern Orthodoxy's been eradicated by Catholicism. Yep, which is in 30 cities. And we got Islam is out, Protestantism is out. So honestly, I just wanted to spend my faith on a few apostles and go take on Catholicism, then I could potentially win a religious victory. If you had any doubts about how much Kamasi's doing for me, somebody just took them. I'm down to 140 culture. Take them back. Boom, 228. That's crazy. Hey, man, my spy's been awesome this game. It's worked every single time so far. And don't want to forget to buy this 12 science and 10 more when powered. Oh, yes, please. Boom, up to 323 science in just the one city. Actually, technically, it's only 258 in the city. And then 62 from my beliefs. But still, here we are. I'm at 48. She's at 45. So I am by far in the lead. Okay, water park's done. It's back to lija food. Would you look at that? We got to 28 pop in one turn, thanks to our 168 food per turn, 113 of which is from lija, and 55 of which is from modifiers. I have plus 50% from modifiers. It's crazy. That's 20% from amenities, 15% from hanging gardens, and 15% from Mitla. Right, spaceport is going down. 12 turns. I don't like that. Let's make it 11. Since I am going to start converting his cities, and we're about to get a lot of grievances. I think we take friendship and even an alliance. Now he can't spy on me. So, boom. My religious alliance with Suleiman just increased to level 2. So now I have plus 10 religious combat strength against everybody else. First Colombian city converted. And I am not going to stop, buddy. All right, it's communism time. 369 science. Remember that. And let's switch on over. It jumps up down to 336 because I lost the cards that I was using, but hold that thought. All right, we've got logistics in now, so my missionaries and apostles can move around faster. Sticking with total works, we're going to declare war on Alexander soon, levy on mass, all this good stuff. And let's see, 384. Okay, so it definitely went up. 1,500 more gold. This spy has been one of the best spies I have ever had. Check out this devastating combo of one proselytizer, which removes 75% of Catholicism, and then a translator, which has triple strength. Boom, just like that. 2 spreads is all we need. So with this spread, boom, Grand Columbia can now no longer buy any apostles. Every single one of his holy sites now follows my religion. So he'd either have to build a holy site in another city, and by that point, I could obviously go convert the city that he's building it in. And now I just start converting all these other cities, and it's just kind of a race between the religious victory and the science victory. So I'm taking a quick detour for Statue of Liberty because I am on 14 Diplo victory points. So statue will be 4, winning this aid request will be 2, and so in 18 turns I'll win the game. Diplomatically, if I haven't already won with religion, so it will not be a science victory today, although it most certainly could have been. I am way ahead. Let's see here. Yeah, 57 techs to 49. I'm 8 techs ahead and still cooking. I'm getting excited to play the tall version. Don't forget, that is next. And we're going to see with the mod that helps with tall play if we can win significantly faster. Let's see if this does it. Is it a 214 victory? It is. Look at that, baby. Religious victory on a one city challenge. How about that? And we didn't even have any of the crazy, like we didn't even have Yerevan in here that lets you pick your apostle promotions and stuff. I will say though, we were super, super lucky in that, like nobody founded their religion until much later in the game, and they only had 1 or 2 holy sites when they did. And I was able to eradicate them super easily. That helped a ton. 273 science per turn. We were getting plus 70% from modifiers. It's crazy. 100 science just from modifiers. It's absolutely insane. Not to mention the 20% from amenities, all the other amazing things we got going on. Oh yeah, 246 culture, a lot of that from trade routes, 60 from the trade routes. So thank you, Kamasi. And then of course, 178 faith per turn, 72 of which is coming from my trade routes. Thank you, Chingeti. What a game. I had so much fun. This is my first one city challenge I've ever tried, and I absolutely enjoyed it so much. This was so much fun. I'm definitely doing it again. In fact, I'm going to start the next one right about now. So turn 214 victory. Now we're going to put in a mod. It's going to help with tall play. Just has some tall extensions and stuff and makes it more viable to play tall. And we're going to see if we can win more quickly. It's going to be so much fun. So I will see you there. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and leave a comment. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Civ 6 videos like this. I'm Ketonius GG, and as for myself and Alias, it's been a hoot. Bye bye now.